Alright, so we had a little issue with the camera earlier, and as you can see, Cherokee's gone. So we already changed the radiator out, swapped it, and put the new water pump and everything on, and the GoPro geeked out and deleted footage or something, I don't know. So I went and bought new SD cards because I've had more than one problem with that card now, and all my other cards were misplaced at the moment. So Cherokee is done with the radiator, water pump, thermostat, and new hoses. So what we're going to do today is lose the parts that I thought I had right here. The brakes, wherever they may be. We may not be doing brakes. I don't know where they're at. But I'm going to at least put the tires on, which I want to do the brakes first. So I got the Cherokee pulled up. I've already loosened all the lug nuts. You can see how low we are on brake fluid. Like, it's way down in there. So what that tells me is that there's probably very little brake pad left on this thing. And we gotta swap out these tires when we do this. This one's a little flat. So, gonna get this side jacked up. I'm gonna do one corner at a time, and then throw some new brake pads on and get this thing taken care of. See if it brakes any better or if it's something more than just the brakes. Alright, you can see how nasty and just abused this thing is. So, what I'm gonna look at is the pads, and it appears that there is just not much left. They definitely got hot a time or two. Look at that. Wow. Sway bar bushings gone. Alright, so we're going to take our 1/2 inch / 13 mil. Crack that free. And it's definitely a 13 mil because this is a 1/2 inch wrench and it gets stuck. Pull out both of the slide pins. Now, caliper should just pop right out. We got some uneven wear on these. You can see how the top is thicker than the bottom on both sides. So the top's thick up here and it's thick down here, and vice versa on the other two. So let's get these swapped out. Oh, well, that could be part of it. We got a chunk taken out of the piston and the caliper. It moves freely. Let's see what actually happens. This might turn into more work, as always. Let's get a C-clamp and push that back together. Alright, we got our big caliper, C-clamp. We're just going to slowly and lightly close the clap. What this does is push all that fluid back into the reservoir. And it's working nicely. One thing I do suggest is opening the reservoir cap so that you vent the system. So it just makes this that much easier. where. So we got one of each. Put the right ones next to each other. One of each. You can see how much was gone. 3/8 versus barely an 1/8. Yeah, it's a big difference. Now, put it back on. One thing a lot of people don't tell you is that you've got a groove right here in the actual caliper pads, and you got that little divot right there. That's not supposed to be there. That's worn out from previous pads getting stuck in there. So it wears a groove line, so it doesn't allow the pads to move smoothly. Now that's probably something we'll have to deal with later, but right now we just need to get the brakes done. See, that one's not clearing. Oh, the rotor's sitting weird. Yeah, that's the wrong pads. I hope not. A little gentle persuasion, everything fits right where it's supposed to. So, go ahead and put our pins back in. You don't want to over tighten these. You just want them snug. Put the wheel back on and we're done. I guess I should move the jack. Why do I keep buying junk cars? Anybody want a Cherokee? Make a killer deal on it. Now, if I was serious about this Jeep being a daily driver or something I needed to trust and reliably get me to work every day, I would be changing these rotors as well as the shocks and everything. It drives pretty well. Shocks are bad. Easily get to later on. Not too worried about that at the moment, so stopping is a little bit more important than the way it rides, in my opinion. I'm gonna get these brakes done real fast, and we'll go do a quick test drive. Oh, wow. There's almost no pad left on this side. Alright, let's get these swapped out. Look at that. new pads. I'm afraid to take the rotors off in case there's something nasty behind there. I want to be just as surprised as everybody else if something goes wrong. Oh, we forgot to push the rotor back in. The piston. Not important. Slightly. I knew I was forgetting something. You'll be amazed how much fluid these pistons actually hold in here. You don't want to push these really, really hard. You just want a nice, consistent, even pressure. Piston is all the way in. Do the C-clamp a little more. People are blowing up my phone. Don't yell at me, YouTube. It's just an expression. Guides back out. Alright, you want to make sure that the clip is centered. Got two little holes over here on the caliper. Make sure they're centered. Put everything back together. This thing is fighting as much as it can. What is going on here? That's why. Fat fingered the guys back in. Look at that. Put everything back where it's supposed to go, it works. Tighten everything back up, and you're done. That's a Dana 30 brake job. On the cheap, on the quick. Use a 13 mil, not a ½ inch, because they do get stuck. Alright, so our tire back on. Yeah, look how bad these things are. They were junk. They're not even level. Ooh. And the backside of this rotor is... wow. Yeah, I need new rotors. Maybe on the next video we'll do something with that. Let's grab a tire, roll it over. Now, what we're gonna do is gonna go pump the brakes. That'll put all the fluid back in the calipers that we just push back out, just so we can make installation easier. And that's gonna give us our brakes back, so we don't have that oh shit moment when we gotta hit the brakes as we're backing out of the driveway. You saw earlier how much brake fluid we lost. Now look, we didn't change anything. We didn't do anything other than put new pads on. And it's right there, right in between full and empty. So, if you're over there trying to buy a new vehicle or something used, beater, check your brake fluid. You'd be surprised how much that'll tell you. Hey, by the way, remember to chalk the front tires? Unless your Jeep's gonna drive down the driveway without you. I think that one was going to go on right. And of course the battery's dead. Time for the hammer. I didn't think I'd be giving you guys tickets to the struggle bus today. I'm working off a sweat. Whew. Need that. Doesn't look too bad back here. We're done. Whew, glad that stopped. All right. Let's go give this thing a whirl, see what it does. Double check. That's right. Alright, see how we got a new water pump on. Got the new, oh, you can't even see it. New radiator on, new water hose. Radiator hose, there we go. It's all full. Topped off with the right fluids. Let's go for a test drive. Starts right up, good and healthy. Our brakes are going to be super mushy, so we'll just to the floor and back, until they get firm. Now we don't feel like we're going to die the first second we pull out of the driveway. Light off, a little bright. So we are just about out of gas. So we're not going to go very far, just going to do a loop through the roundabout and back. Ooh. Brakes actually work. No sway bar life, a little topsy-turvy. Oh yeah, shocks are trashed. Brakes work though. Doesn't pull anymore. Steering wheels actually sound wide. That's weird. I guess tire size being different will change your steering. Drives nice and straight. I mean, just a little off. Not too bad. Yeah, the shocks are absolutely gone. It might do this trick. On, off, on, off, on. Do it fast enough. Never could get this to work. On, off, on, off, on. Okay, why'd the light go out? On, off, on, off, on, off, on. Okay. So I thought I was supposed to tell you the codes. Didn't that start in 2000? Somebody tell me. I thought that you could do that in 2000. I've never been able to get it to work. My curse doesn't do it either, so I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong.